Welcome everyone, Clint Mallon here with a brand new video, and today we're going to be talking about the BaByliss Snap FX versus the Stylecraft Rebel. Before I ever see both of these products, I didn't really have high expectations. If you watched my last video, you know the Boost FX was a pretty big letdown in my opinion. The Stylecraft Saber was a huge letdown, and these two actually surprised me in a really big way, and I can't wait to share that with you. If you'd like to see how these stack up against something like a Gamma, JRL, Wahl, Andis, please go to my website, clintmallon.com. If you look up in the nav bar, you'll see the archives, and the very first article on that page is going to be the world's best hair trimmers. I always keep that article updated. If you start at the top of the page and go to the bottom, I think there's 24 of them so far. You can literally check out the differences between, does it come with a stand? What's the RPM? What are my thoughts? It's all there on one page. You know, the purpose of this video is just to make your life easier. I believe we're all just here to share information and help each other out. I love making these videos. This is actually a lot of fun for me. The website's actually a lot of fun as well. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. It goes a million miles to help out the channel, and I really appreciate your support. If you find this video helpful, please leave a comment. If you agree, great. If you disagree, that's fine too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Please enjoy. Okay, so on the left we have the BaByliss Snap FX, and on the right we have the Stylecraft Rebel. The Snap FX has an MSRP of $199.99, and I got it for $119.95 at expressusa.com. I'll put that on the screen. $120 for this is absolutely crazy. They shipped it to my house within like 2-3 days. I highly recommend that you purchase from them. I do not have a coupon code. I'm not sponsored or anything. It's just to find a product like this that's $200 for $120 is phenomenal. The Rebel has an MSRP of $139.95, and I got it for $98.71 at certifiedclippers.com. This product for $100 doesn't make sense. This blows the doors off of a bunch of products that are $170, $180. I highly recommend that you check out certifiedclippers.com. You can get this for a little under $100. The Snap FX does have a brushless motor that runs at 7,200 RPM, which is the same as the Boost Plus. The Gold FX, Rose FX, Silver FX, they all run at 7,200 RPM. I was actually wrong in my last video. I said the Boost FX, the differences between that and the original, it came with a rubber grip and it had an upgraded motor, which is not true. The original is $185. The Boost is $190. The only difference is $5 and it has a rubber grip. This is $199, so it's $15 more than the original. And after you watch this video, you're gonna understand why this is $50. This should be $100 more than the original Gold FX, or this should be exactly priced as it is. The original Gold FX should be a lot cheaper than $185, and the Boost FX should be a lot cheaper than $190. This does have a lithium ion battery that's 3,300 milliamp hours, which is great. There's actually two of them. So this is the second one. There's another one that's already in here. You can see you literally just press this and it slides out. These both run at 4 hours, so you get a total of 8 hours. If I fully charge both of these batteries, I can run this for 8 hours straight, which is world class. Nothing else even comes close to 8 hours. So of course this does come with a charging stand. As far as the charging time, I'm not sure how long it takes to charge both of them. What's really cool about that though is when this is being used, you already have another one that's sitting in the stand. By the time this runs out of 4 hours of battery, that one's gonna be fully charged. So the charge time doesn't really matter with a product that has two different batteries. So this does have an LED indicator, the battery indicator, it's down here. The original has a little light right here, and the Boost also has a light right here. When it's charging, it flashes. When it's fully charged, it stays illuminated fully. But when you turn it on, that light doesn't illuminate, which is really funny. With this, they fixed it. They put a nice LED here at the bottom. So that's another benefit of this over the other two. The charging port of this, there is no charging port. You can actually see the hook down here at the bottom. Both of the batteries are the exact same. The charging port with this is actually the stand. You drop this in, you drop this one in, and then this just kind of sits in the stand. So as far as there being a port on the back or a port on the bottom, there is nothing on the physical device. And of course this does come with a really nice, it's the nicest charging stand out of any product on the market, bar none. This does not come with trimmer guards in the box, but of course the BaByliss professional trimmer guards that I've been talking about in all my videos, they do fit this perfectly, which is amazing. That's another thing that completes this product. This is by far the most complete product of anything I've tested. I purchased 22 or 23 of these things. This does absolutely everything. This one's really close. You guys are gonna see how much I love this here in a few. This does come in two different colors. As you can see, this is not black. This is kind of like a dark bronze, and I think it looks phenomenal. Everything about this product is elevated compared to the original. As far as the body of this does have an all metal housing, which is really nice. This does have kind of like the barbell grip. It's kind of like a flashlight. Very, very substantial, very nice and weighted. I love the ergonomics of this. The way it feels in your hand is fantastic. Switching that on and off is nice. I love the LED at the bottom. So all metal housing, 360-degree skeleton head. I really like the little magnet thing right here. Kind of helps you clean the blade, gives you more exposed if you want it like that. I wouldn't do it like that. I would definitely cut with this on, and then when I was cleaning it, maybe take that off, but that's just a nice feature in this all metal body. As far as it being 360-degree skeleton, you can see in 2018 when they invented the Gold FX, they were the ones that created the skeleton design. This is very skeleton. Literally everything about this product is perfect. This is, guys, this is what $200 feels like. This is my #1 out of every trimmer I've ever used. This is worth every penny of $200. I love it. As far as the blade, this is going to be the black DLC 2.0. It's a deep tooth. You can see the teeth. I love how they put X screws on the front, so zero gapping this is very easy. You just unscrew this a little, and you move the blade around, tighten it back up, and you're zero gapped. As far as the motor on the Rebel, they call it a super torque. Very vague. They don't say if it's rotary, brushless. I know it's not magnetic. I would guess that this is rotary just because the way that it sounds. This does run at 7,500 RPM, which is more than the 7,200 here. The difference between the two, guys, 6,800 is standard. That's the benchmark. Something like the 4-mass Keons, like 57, 5,800, which is really, really low. Then you have something like the Slimline Pro Li. This is 6,000 RPM. Very, very weak. The 4-mass Keon's really weak also. Something 7,500 RPM. This is crazy. It's a monster. But the difference between 7,200 and 7,500 is it's not a deal breaker. It doesn't matter. I like this product a little bit more than this, even though this one's more powerful. When you're 77,000 RPM or higher, the RPM doesn't matter. So 7,500 RPM here. This does have a lithium-ion battery with a 3-hour runtime and a 1.5-hour charge time, which is excellent. It does have an LED indicator. You can't really see it in the light. But what's really cool is when you unscrew this, and you pull the housing off, they give you a little rubber button. You can do green, red, white, pink, blue. You can change that color to whatever you want. You can also change this outside housing. You can change the neck. I think that's fantastic. The charging port on this is going to be a standard proprietary at the bottom. And then you can see at the back towards the bottom, there's a micro USB. So like a lot of the Stylecraft and Gamma products, they do have 2 of them, which I think is really cool. This does come with a charging stand. As far as Stylecraft, one of my previous videos, I did the Flex. I also did the Saber. Those have really cheap stands. The stand that comes with the Rebel has lights on it. It's weighted. It's the nicest out of all the different stands that they sell. This does not come with trimmer guards. This does come with 3 interchangeable housings. So as you can see, I have the blue with the yellow. They also have a black and they also have a pink. This piece right here is one piece. This piece right here is a second piece. So I could do blue on pink. I could do black on blue. You can do kind of whatever you want. Once again, you can change out the buttons, which I think is really cool. The back of it is a black plastic. But as far as the feel of this, the ergonomics, it's fantastic. As far as this being skeletoned, it is definitely skeleton, but it's not 360-degree skeleton. You can see in the back, the width of the neck is pretty wide. But as you start to go around the front, you can see, like if you're trimming your mustache, there's a ton of visibility right here. So I call that a 180-degree skeleton because the back is not. Something that's 360-degree skeleton looks like that instead. Or like the Cocco Veloci, you can see how thin the neck is. The shoulders get a little bit wider, but this goes straight up. And then you can see the visibility of the sides. So as far as the neck of this being thinner, that's what I mean by 360-degree skeleton. This one's 180-degree skeleton. This is 360. Something like the BaByliss Lithium, you can see that's 360. So this is skeletoned, but not 360. And then the blade of this is going to be their X Pro. It's going to be a silver blade, a little bit dirty. You can see the teeth on it, deep tooth. You can see the cutting blade. So what they call this is a stainless steel X Pro wide fixed blade and a black diamond carbon DLC 2.0 shallow tooth cutting blade. Fantastic product. This is a really, really good blade combination. All right, so if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe and give the video a like. You know, it goes a million miles to help the channel. It takes just a second to click the like and the subscribe buttons. If you find this video helpful, please leave a comment. I reply to all the different comments. I love hearing from you guys. If you agree, great. If you disagree, that's fine too. You know, we're all just here to help each other out. I absolutely love making these videos. I really hope you find this information helpful, and stay tuned because there's plenty more to come. Now, as you know, I'm not going to do an unboxing in any of my videos. I personally don't enjoy watching someone open a box for 5 to 10 minutes because it takes too long. It's like I'm watching and I'm like, just get to the point, you know? So I created this channel to save you time and make your life easier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what comes in the box of the Snap FX, and then I'll show you what comes with the Rebel after that. Okay, so as you can see what comes with the box, it does come with a screwdriver. It comes with a blade guard for transportation. This does come with a little brush. There's some oil. This is your zero gapping tool. It comes with a second battery that would go in the stand. There's already a battery in here that would go in the stand here. And then this is by far the nicest stand out of any product on the market, by a long shot. Look at how crazy this thing is, guys. Do you see how the lights, as it's charging, they're breathing? This one's fully charged. This one's charging up a little bit. It's just world class. This is freaking phenomenal. That's weighted, it's heavy. It's got legs to where this doesn't slip around. When this is empty, it's got a place for you to put it. I mean, look at this thing. Everybody else should take note. What's really interesting about this product, this thing cost $199. The light right here isn't right here, it's down at the bottom. This has an LED when you're using it. This comes with a stand. Of course, you can buy trimmer guards and use it. This looks way better, in my opinion, than the shiny gold boost that I had in my other video. I love the fact that each one of these runs for 4 hours. There is nothing, and I mean nothing, on the market, including the Gamma Cyborg, that comes close to this. Stylecraft Saber is not even close. I actually think this is way better than a Stylecraft Saber. It's better than a Flex. This is, we're gonna get into that here in a second, but as far as what comes in the box of this is one of the best packages that there is. Of course, this doesn't have interchangeable housings, kind of like a lot of the Stylecraft or Gamma products, or even something like the Caliber 22 Stinger, but this doesn't need it. Like, I don't wanna change the way that looks. I love the way this looks. It would be really nice if it came with these, but now we're talking $225. I can just buy this. Like I said, I bought this thing for $120, and then I add these. So we're talking less than $150 for what you're seeing right here. I would spend $225 for this package right here. There's nothing that even comes close. So as far as what comes in the box, this is 10 out of 10. Best product out there, best stand out there. I love the fact that it has 2 batteries. I love the way this looks. You don't need the zero gapping tool because, as you can see, it doesn't come with a little hex screwdriver, but you literally just unscrew that and that, move the blade where you want it, take this and put it on a counter. If you put the blade like this, it's gonna be a lot sharper. And then if you put the blade like this, and then you tighten the 2 hex screws, it's gonna be less sharp. You can see when I adjusted this, I didn't completely zero gap it. I wanted something that's kind of more of an all-arounder, but to zero gap this is actually very easy. And because these screws don't poke out like a lot of the Stylecraft and Gamma products, like I said, the trimmer guards do fit. You can see those little plastic pieces right there. Those actually sit exactly where Stylecraft and Gamma have their screws. This just snaps right on. Fits perfect. This with the trimmer guards, for anybody out there that's watching my channel and following along, spend $120 on this. Go get some trimmer guards. If you're a pedestrian, if you're a barber, this is the best product on the market, bar none. So as far as what comes in the box of the Rebel, this is insane. You want to talk about the most fun package I've ever opened by a long shot? This is crazy. So this does come with a blade protector for transportation, but this also acts as their zero gapper. Don't necessarily need that, but it's nice that it has it. This is going to be your USB-A to micro USB, which is going to go on the back towards the bottom. You can see the different housings. So this piece right here is a separate piece from this little piece right here. That little piece is the same as this and this. And then if you didn't want it to be skeleton, you could put that on instead. With this, you can basically do whatever you want, guys. You can make the front of it look like that. You can also make it look like that, so it's more skeletoned. This does come with a screwdriver, so the way that you change out the housings, this little screw here, here, and here, you pull the blue off, and then this is a separate piece from this. The buttons, you can see they gave me a red, green, white, and pink, and inside here is gonna be a blue one. The way it works is this little rubber piece right here, I guess is see-through with the light underneath it, changes the color of the button. And then this little piece right here is gonna go directly over top. And that's what you're looking at right there with the blue underneath it, which is freaking awesome. This also has a brush. It comes with oil. There's 3 different screws just in case you lose one of the 3 screws here. And one of my favorite things about this product is this stand. You guys saw the Stylecraft Saber, how cheap and crappy and light that product was. This is not hollow. This is actually weighted. This is nicer than the Flex. It's way nicer than the Saber. This has lights on it. Watch this thing. When I put that in, you can see that it's lighting up. These stay lit. And what's cool too is this just comes in and out. It doesn't get stuck. Guys, straight up, if you're buying anything from Stylecraft, this is the best product. I like it more than the Flex, slightly, and I like it way more than the Saber. What's funny is the Saber is the most expensive, and then the Flex is a little bit less, and then this is a little bit less, but they should be flipped. I feel like this should be the most expensive. It comes with the most out of the box. It's still 7,500 RPM. The ergonomics of it are fantastic. I think this and the Flex are really close. The Flex is really cheap, and you can see the light bleed through it. This is not as cheap. This is actually built better than the Flex. And then the Saber, like I said, it's the most overrated product on the market. I like this product way more. Look at what comes with this thing. Much better stand, interchangeable housings, different button colors, still has a screwdriver, blade guard, 2 different charging ports, $139. This is crazy. I found it for 98 bucks. This is phenomenal. And I'm not judging this based on the price. If this was 199 bucks and the Saber was 199 bucks, I'm going with this all day. If this was $149, just like the Flex, which this is $10 less, I'd still go with this. This is definitely my favorite product when it comes to Stylecraft. The things that I don't like about the Saber is the stand is terrible. Well, they fixed that with the Cyborg. Also, the ergonomics, that square rectangular design, they fixed that with the Cyborg. The Cyborg is circular, which I just think is a better design. You know, as far as Stylecraft goes, this is what I initially thought Stylecraft was gonna be. I couldn't be more impressed with this package. This is one of the best packages I've ever seen. I wish that it had a stand that was as nice as this, but nothing has a stand that's even close to this. And as far as stands go, this is probably the second, maybe third nicest stand I've ever seen. And it comes with one of their least expensive products, which is kind of crazy. So as far as what comes with the product, that's what we're looking at. So as far as the design goes, guys, I wasn't very impressed with the BaBylliss FX, and I was not very impressed with the Saber. I am so impressed with both of these products. These are the nicest product from BaByliss and the nicest product from Stylecraft by a long shot. Looking at these side by side, you can see the neck of the BaByliss is thinner. The shoulders on both are pretty much the same. You can see the BaByliss is definitely a much bigger product. Very, very similar blades. It kind of looks like the Stylecraft has a little bit deeper of teeth on the top blade. Straight up, if you're looking for Stylecraft, this is it. If you're looking for BaByliss, this is it. When it comes to the build quality of this is solid as could be. I really like the barbell, kind of flashlight grip to it. Pushing these in and being able to slide it out. Very, very easy to do. I love how the light's not here. I love how it's down here. Turning this on, turning it off is way easier than the Boost. They literally just fixed everything about this product in comparison to the Boost. I love how it has this little magnet right here to be able to remove it and clean the blade. I love how it has 2 little hex screws to zero gap the blade. This is an easy 10 out of 10. You know, when I got the Boost and I was spending almost 200 bucks, I was so let down by that. I think since it doesn't come with a stand, it doesn't come with tremor guards, the button's really hard to use. The light doesn't illuminate when you use it. It had that shiny gold, which I think looks really cheesy. This product looks fantastic. This looks like $200. It feels like $200 with the charging stand that this comes with. This product right here, guys, this is world class. This is number 1 on my list. I hate to say it, but I finally found something that beats this JRL. This is $110. This is one of my favorite products on the market. The way it sounds. This is very quiet too. It's not quite as quiet. They're very close though. I really like the LED on that. I really like the LED on the JRL. You can see this is more skeletoned. I think this has a higher build quality. This does come with a stand. I had to spend $18 to get the other stand, or the stand on the JRL website for this. You can see this does get some fingerprints on it, so you do have to wipe that down. This is not going to get fingerprints on it. I do know that when you're cutting a lot of hair, some hairs get stuck in this, which is that's the only negative I can find about this, but just wipe it off. If this gets smudges on it, just wipe it off. These are, without question, 10 out of 10. I love both of them, but if I'm choosing between the two of them, I'm picking this. I think this is the most world-class product I've ever held, I've ever used, smelled, touched, looked at. Doesn't matter. This thing is freaking awesome. Literally everything about it. I love the fact that the trimmer guards fit this. I love it. These trimmer guards are very substantial. I know a lot of professional barbers go, oh, I don't even use trimmer guards. You know, these things are a piece of junk and I just throw them away. It doesn't matter if barbers use them or not. There's a lot of people that are not barbers that are buying a product to trim their face. They're using it to keep their beard short. They're using it to manicure their body. And the fact that I can spend 16 bucks to get these and add it to a product like this, especially when I found this for less than $120 and it comes with a stand, 8 hours of runtime, this thing is just a freaking monster. It is phenomenal. This is world class. I know I say that a lot. This is the definition of world class. This is exactly what $200 feels like. I love everything about this product. If you're in the market to buy a trimmer, skip everything else. I'd say this is number 1, Gamma Cyborg's number 2, this JRL's number 3, the Rebel's number 4. So as far as the Rebel goes, the fact that this comes with 3 different housings, it comes with maybe 5 or 6 different buttons. The ergonomics of this are fantastic. The way it feels, the blade's amazing, 7,500 RPM. This thing is just a monster. The stand that it comes with is phenomenal. This is really, really nice. I love it. It slides right in, slides right out. Some of these products, as you guys know, when you stick this in and you pick it up, the stand is so cheap and it's so tight around the base of it that it comes with it. This has 2 different charging ports, which is awesome. There's nothing about this product that I don't like, and that's the reason I'm putting these side by side. This is $139 MSRP. This is $199 MSRP. I think these compete really well. You know, I'm gonna give this a 9.5. This is a solid 9.5. I think if these screws were not sticking out like that and trimmer guards fit this, that's the only negative I can find about this product. You can see that doesn't fit. If I touch it, they just fall off. So there are no trimmer guards that fit this. Everything that Stylecraft and Gamma make, you can see where the screws are. Those screws are closer than BaByliss and TPOB and JRL. JRL is the exact same as BaByliss, or pretty close to BaByliss, but they're flat. These are flat too. And then these stick out a little bit. So the Cyborg has the exact same issue. Something like this versus the Cyborg, you can put trimmer guards on this. That gives this points. You cannot use trimmer guards with the Cyborg. That's why this is better. You know, the fact that this has 2 removable batteries, this costs the exact same as the Cyborg. I can use trimmer guards with it. Yeah, number 1. Number 1. Cyborg's number 2. JRL's number 3. This is number 4. This is so much better than the Flex. As far as the build quality of this, it's a lot nicer than the Flex. It's more substantial. There's no light bleed, kind of like the Flex. When you turn it on, it's so cheap. And just, that thing is just a cheap Chinese piece of plastic junk. This is not. This is really nice. It's substantial. I do like blades that are a little bit thicker in the back. You know, that all started with BaByliss back in 2018, so this has a very similar blade. I like the stand that comes with this more than the Flex. This costs less than the Flex. To me, this is what Stylecraft is all about. This is definitely the best product that I've ever touched from their company. I think this makes the Saber look like a piece of junk. There is no reason for that product to cost $200. I think when it comes to Stylecraft, Rebel's the best, Flex is next, and then the Saber's like off the screen. It's way down here. I don't understand why people like it so much. Does it cut well? Yeah, so does this. So does this. So does this. This doesn't really cut well. This cuts really well. This is a standout. I'm gonna do a video about this pretty soon. I actually like this product more than the Saber as well, for sure. I love it. Got the original gold FX blade on it. This thing's 139 bucks. Price-wise, this actually competes with this, but I like the Rebel way more than the Lithium FX. This, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Do you hear that? $175. This is the biggest letdown of any trimmer on the market, period. I cannot stand this machine. I don't understand this machine. The way it sounds broken. It literally sounds like it's sick, like it has a cold. But this cuts, I mean, they all cut. So people are like, yeah, the Saber cuts real well. Well, they all cut well, so who cares? The ergonomics of that are terrible. The stand is one of the worst pieces of junk of any stand ever. It's one of the most expensive products in the world. How in the world is a Saber $200 when this is $200? If this is 200 bucks, which it is, I think the Saber should be like 110. Like it's half the product and package that this is. The Boost FX is $10 less than this. That doesn't make sense at all. I think in comparison to this, the Boost FX should probably be like 95 to 100 bucks. Then you add the stand that you can get on the BaByliss website for another $40. Yeah, charge 140 bucks. Throw in some trimmer guards. Yeah, it's maybe $160. This being $40 more than that makes sense because it comes with something like this. It's so crazy. The way this looks is nicer. I think this looks a lot nicer. The fact that this has interchangeable batteries, the fact that the damn LED even lights up when you're using it. Guys, if you have $200 to spend on anything in the market, this is the most complete package, period. Period, end of story. Nothing comes close. This is freaking phenomenal. 10 out of 10. It's an 11 out of 10. Best product on the market. This, the reason why I'm putting it next to this, even though this is more expensive, is because this is so much better than I expected it to be. I think this being a 9.5 and this being a 10 out of 10, this is so close. It's so freaking close. I love the design. I love the ergonomics. I love the weight of it. I love the way it looks. I love the different housings. I love the stand. I love the blade. I love everything about this. It's phenomenal. Guys, if you're buying anything from Stylecraft, I know I'm not even going to mention his name, but I do know someone who's a YouTube reviewer, and he said he's very interested in getting this Rebel. Get the Rebel, man. Please. You love that Saber. This thing destroys the Saber. And like I said, this also destroys the Flex. So as far as the review, guys, I think if you are in that price range of 139 bucks MSRP and you want something that you can find on sale for about $100, this is by far the best product on the market. I like it more than the TPOB X. I'm going to say these two are probably the best products in the world for, you know, $100, $110. This comes with a lot more in the box than the JRL. I think the JRL looks nicer. I think I like the sound of this more. I like the light more. When it comes to the difference in the stands, this is the JRL stand. It's beautiful. It does not come with the product, but you can buy this for 18 bucks. So this plus this, we're looking at $130. This plus this, we're looking at 130 bucks. They're so close. They're so close. This is definitely giving the JRL a run for its money. I think the thing for me that sets the JRL apart is the blade, the fact that you can use trimmer guards for it. I think that spreads the popularity for this for people who are not barbers and they want a really nice trimmer to be able to manicure their body and their face. So because of this and because of the stand and how nice it is, this is a 10 out of 10, guys. You know, I bought this for $85, something like that after tax. Then $18 here, trimmer guard 16 bucks. This is not a very expensive product. It's a 10 out of 10, it's world class. This right here, I found for $98. MSRP is 139 bucks. This right here for 98 bucks or even $140 what they're charging. This is also world class. 9.5 out of 10. The only issue is these two screws. And then this is just, holy crap. Holy crap. I love it. You want to talk about the best of the best. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. There is nothing about this product that is not perfect. It does everything exceptionally well. There's nothing that this is lacking in. As far as the way it sounds, this is quieter, and it has more of just like a hum to it. This is more aggressive sounding. They're both phenomenal. So from my last video, BaByliss, Stylecraft, I thought they were gonna be here, but they're here. These two, I thought they were gonna be here, but they're way up here. These are amazing. They're kings. I love them. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. So as far as my thoughts, that's the review, guys. I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope that was helpful. This is literally the best product on the market. This is very, very close. If you guys go to clintmallon.com, that's my personal website. Look up in the navigation bar, there's something called the archives. When you click on that, it's gonna take you to a page that has a bunch of stuff on it. This video will be on that page as well. If you look for best hair trimmers, which is the very first item that's at the top of that page, it breaks down everything about these trimmers. You can compare this against these two, against Gamma, JRL, Andis, Wahl, blah, blah, blah. It goes down the list. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe to my channel. There's plenty more to come. I'm excited about making these videos. I love this. This is one of my favorite things to do. I hope you find this helpful, and I really hope everyone has a great day. Thank you very much for watching.